Hi guys, welcome to Trading Made Simple. In this video we're going to have a look at the new Club Trade Manager. Here we have the panel itself, but before we look at the panel, let's have a quick look at the inputs themselves. The first thing we see here, we have the magic number. Every time you take a trade, you place a trade, you need to change the magic number. Very, very important. You cannot have two open trades with the same magic number, as this will bring conflicts and the club manager, trade manager will not work the way you thought it would. So make sure you change the number. The actual stop loss, or I call it the emergency stop, and there it is in the panel itself. Then we have our R value, and there goes the R value there. Then we have our take profit R multiplier, which is this one here. When it's set to 0, nothing happens. But I'll explain that to you when we explain the panel itself. Then we have our trail multiplier, which is this one here, and I'll explain that to you as well when we get to the panel. Then we have our lot size, and there's the lot size there. Then of course you have, slippage, how many times the manager will attempt to fill your order, and then you have some aesthetic changes there. When a buy is activated, the blue will change to green, and if a sell is activated, it'll change to this orange-red color. And of course you can change those as you like. Now, when we come to the panel itself, you have different types of orders. You have your market buy and market sell order. If you wanted to sell that, you just simply just place the order. You don't need to have an entry price. When you sell, you simply place the order just like I just did. I've actually got several going here at the moment. Let me just close that. And let me just close that. Get rid of these little, oops, like so. There we go, just like that. If you want to buy, market buy, just like that, place the order, and we've done that. Let's close that. I'm going to try and close it anyway. And just as simple as that. Now, then we have your buy limit, buy stop, sell limit, and sell stop. If you want to do a buy limit, you need to put in your price. Now, if you wanted to buy this market, you'd need to put in a price below the current market price. If you were going to do a buy stop, you put your price here above, so that the price comes towards you. And similarly, the opposite with the sell limit and the sell stop. Remember, if you're going to use any of those, you've got to put your price in here. Then you've got your lot size, and then we have what we call our trail R. Now this is of course based on our risk reward value. So let's just, best way to do this is probably look at an example. Look at this example here, and let's just assume that we're going to sell this market. So that this one here is our signal bar. Therefore, this one here becomes our swing high, and this one here becomes our entry bar. All right, remember, if you have your Fibonacci tool set up to show you your risk reward levels, you'd go from your swing high and bring it down until the entry lines up with yesterday's close, as I've just done there. Up a little bit, like so. Then we can simply use our tool here and discover that R is around, what it says here, that R is around 35 pips. And of course, that then will be the value that you'd add there, 35. Now, of course, we also have, if I just delete this for a moment, just delete this, well, we can leave that for the moment. We also have here our risk reward levels indicator, which I really like. If we add here now our high, our swing high or swing low, we get that from here. If I put my mouse on there down here, we can find what the swing high is. It's 1.05 446, and I just go draw, and it draws levels for me. It draws my my R level or manual stop level, previous day close, R2, FO, and of course R3. Now it's telling me that my R value is actually 36. Now remember what I taught when showing you this indicator is that you need to write down this number, and you need to write down this number, and you need to write down this number, because tomorrow the previous day close will change, so these numbers here will change. So you need to keep track of those numbers. The reason you do that is because then it is very easy to put your levels back on the chart. You can just put this anywhere, like I've just done, double click, Fibo, and then just simply go here, my swing high, swing low. Oh, let's clear this out of the road so I can see it. Will become 1.0545, and my FO, which is the 0 point on my Fibonacci tool, 1.0391. And if I go OK, notice how it lines up perfectly with our levels. R3, 377, see, 377, perfectly the way we like it. If we were going to trade this, what's our stop loss going to be? Well, it's going to be somewhere, our emergency stop's going to be above our swing high, so around 75 pips. Remember, that's an emergency only. We base our lot size on our R value, which is our manual stop level. If price closes above our manual stop level, we manually take ourselves out. So to find our lot size, we've got our lot size calculator there. So I'll just go like so. And if that there is going to be, was it 36? If we're going to risk 2%, go OK. Okay, so it looks like according to the indicator, the lot size indicator, I can risk 0.6 of a lot based on my account balance. So in here I would put 0.6. Now, the trail. How does this work? Let me just show you how this works. Let's just bring this up here. Like so. And let's just get our pen. Remember, this is our entry. So this is R. So that's 36. Now, I bring this here over. Oops, where'd it go? I hope you can see that. So, now, this is trail R, this one here. Now, if this is set to 2.0, and so here it is here, 2.0. Then when price comes down to R2, the stop will move to break even. When price comes through R3, then your stop moves to R1. When price comes through R4, then your stop will move to R2. So I think you're getting the story there. Now, if I change this to 1.75, and you can change it to whatever you like, it changes. So now, when price moves through, and we're going to lose this, I can't have both on there at the same time. Which is a pity, really. But anyway, it's how it is. At least I can. Here we go. I was mistaken. So in this case here, if I'm using 1.75, then and let's just say this is about 1.75 there, then our stop will move to break even. When price comes down to 2.75, then our stop will move to R1. Then when we come down to say 4.75, so about there somewhere, 4.75, then our stop will move down to R3. So I'm trailing, if you like, 1.75 R. Okay? Now let's just go one step further. Let's say we change this to 1.5. 1.5. Bring it back up again. Get my tool again. So now we're using this column here. So when price comes through to R1.5, then we'll go to break even. When it comes to 2.5, we'll go to R1. When it comes down to say 4.5, then our stop will move to R3 and so on. This here will be in the club section of the website for you. What I advise you to do is to look at the examples that I'll be giving you to see how these things work. All right. Now, the next thing we have, let's clear that, is we have a take profit based on our R levels. Now, if I had this at 2, that simply means that if I enter here, so if I had this setting here, so I enter here, when price came down to 1.5, then my stop would come to break even. And then when price came to R2 through R2, it would close the trade. All right. If you look at our results, you might discover that rather than going through and allowing the, allowing price to come back and finally profit you out or stop you out, you might discover that there's a certain level that more often than not price will reach, and maybe it's 2.5 R. So you might just want to, I'm just going to trade each of my trades to 2.5, and I'm going to trail 2.0. And simply that would simply mean that this would happen. Clear, and of course there'll be examples to show you all these different settings, but you would obviously enter here, like so. As price came down to this level, R2, then your stop would move down to break even. And then when price came through 2.5, it would close. And you'd have, if you've got 2% risk, you'd make a 5% return. So that's how that works. My best advice is that you experiment on a demo account until you fully understand how it works. As I said, there'll be many examples to show you exactly what the different settings do. This is also the template, or similar to the template that you'll be receiving. We have a couple of banner indicators down here, which I'll explain to you in a separate video as I explain the template itself. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Remember always, trade safe.